the word free. All right, so just some features. First off, this is the world launch. We're the only ones, by the way, to have this unit, and that's a really big deal. Also on top of that, as you go down the list, it is an exclusive bundle to HSN. We'll jump into that. We're gonna get into all the details. It actually has up to an 80-mile range. So if you got a TV, and you got some electricity, you can be anywhere and you're basically watching free television, and even better television than what you might be looking at right now, because the signal is so pure when you're using an antenna like this. Also, now here's what happens. Normally, when Antop does this, it's another version, but when they do it, they offer a 1-year warranty. This is unprecedented. Tonight, for the last chance, you get a 5-year warranty. They extended it 4 more years with this antenna, and I have 2 colors left. There's a little heads up. The titanium is totally exclusive. I think it looks fabulous. Looks like a beautiful appliance in your kitchen. And then we have the black. We expect the black to sell out probably in the next 10 minutes or so. So we won't have a lot more time on the black. If you saw it earlier, now's the time to get the black, and the titanium is what's gonna be remaining until we hit midnight, and then unfortunately the price is gonna jump pretty substantially at that moment. All right, so you're saying antenna? That is so crazy. How can this work? What does it do? Well, to get all of that information, that's why I have Aaron standing right beside me. Hi, buddy, how are you?
Free TV. This is what it's all about. It's all about free TV.
Dude, when you hear free anything, you're like,
I'm in.
Yes.
I want to.
And especially with television, because it's such an important part of our lives.
Right, and so many of us pay for it. Yeah. And frankly, you don't have to pay for television. So here's what, we have sort of forgotten this over the years. Remember, you used to have an antenna on, you're probably growing up when you were younger.
Rabbit ears.
You had rabbit ears,
with
right?
foil.
Or the foil.
Wait, and then it would break. It would be the hanger on the one rabbit ear.
Right, so exactly. So what we started doing is we started paying to have television come into our house so that the picture would look good.
Right.
Well then, in the past couple of years, technology has just gone through the roof. And now you can receive in your house. See, the signals are still broadcast. So all of the major, I'm talking about high definition ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, Ion, Univision, all those big channels, they're broadcast through your house every single day in high definition. You just need something to catch the signal. Right. And it's free. Well, the antenna isn't free. You have to buy the antenna tonight.
But after
that, you're free. Done. You don't ever pay for anything ever again. 94 out of the top 100 television shows in America. So the top 100 TV shows in America, 94 of them you can get on an antenna.
Wow.
It's extraordinary when you think about how much you're probably paying right now every month to watch TV, extra set-top boxes everywhere in every room, rooms you never go in. Why not have an antenna that gets so much content? Here at HSN, we get 66 channels, and that's the other thing. A lot of people think, oh, well, when I get an antenna, I'm not gonna have a menu anymore. That's not true. You'll still have a menu just like this. So,
wow.
For example, right now, it's 11 o'clock. We'll start down here at number 66, which happens to be HSN. We've got electronic connection going on. What else could we watch right now? We could watch Basic Instinct for free. We could watch Stargate for free. The Zoo. We could watch Scandal. Scandal's one of the, one of the most popular television shows in America right now. And then at midnight, Da Vinci's Inquest. That looks good to me too. We could watch the Steve Harvey Show. We could watch Eraser. We could watch Snow White. We could watch The Good Wife. Again, very, very popular show. Every single thing you're seeing here right now is coming in through our antenna, and it's coming in.
Big Bang Theory, love
the
that
Big Bang
show.
Theory, Third Rock from the Sun. I mean, really funny. ABC Action News, that's a big point. All of your local news, your local sport, your local weather, they're all there.
Well, here's the problem. Typically, a lot of us have gone to a streaming device, and you say, okay, I've got Roku, I've got Apple TV. This is for the younger generation. Those of us who remember the rabbit ears, we all know antennas, right? But if you're streaming, guess what you don't get? You can't find out your local weather. You can't go, oh, I wonder what's happening in the local news, and there's a real void of that.
Absolutely.
So a lot of people, what they do is they have their streaming, and now they add this to it. That's one group. Then we have a ton of calls all day long. I've heard them all day long. One guy last airing said he's saving $200 a month on his TV bill, and he bought this. A gal called right after him and said, I'm saving $100 a month because I want free TV. So let's say you're really looking to save a lot of money, and that really adds up year after year. It's all there. We just honestly don't know about it, but they have to broadcast in high def, and it's all floating over your house right now.
That's right.
Like you said, you just have to have something that grabs it and brings it into your TV. And this is the easiest and simplest simplest way to do it, and it's the most advanced.
It is the most advanced.
And just as a little heads up, this is our last airing. What happens at midnight tonight, East Coast time, the price will jump up even if I have 5 of these left. So you literally have less than an hour. You don't have any more time beyond that to get this at $79.99, and the 5 Flex will end. And of course, all of that with the free shipping. It does come to a close at the end of this hour. I know we got a lot to get to, but I had to get that in.
Yeah, no, it's really
Only because
important.
people think, oh, I'll get it tomorrow. That sounds great. No, you want to get it now.
And if you want the black, probably only for the next couple of minutes,
Yes,
right?
exactly,
So,
yeah.
you know, kind of as a heads up there. Don't get me wrong, I think the titanium is awesome. We've never done that color
love
before.
that.
They made it exclusively for us, but people tend to really like the black as well. So either color, and also, of course, as you can see, you can set it up horizontally, or you can set it up vertically. It's here, and I'll kind of get it so you guys can see your choices. When it's set up horizontally, I think it looks kind of just like a sound bar.
Speaker bar, yeah.
And and when it's set up vertically, it looks very, very nice too. That's actually how mine is set up. I just have it right next to my TV. Relative to other antennas, which frankly can be really ugly, they're kind of big and flat, and you have to put them on the wall and all those kind of things. They're much more difficult to kind of make blend into your decor. The next thing I want to talk about is this is kind of a little technical part, but you have to understand, this is the most technologically advanced antenna we've ever sold. This has the Smart Boost technology built into it. What is Smart Boost technology? It is a technology that allows you to be further away from the source of the broadcast. So this is actually what you're gonna see it as. In the past, it's been either it flips on or it flips off, but the problem with that is, if you live close to your antenna, you really don't want your amplifier turned up all the way. And that was always the choice in the past. It was all or nothing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now it's a dial, so if you know, maybe you live 40 miles away, not 80 miles away or so from an antenna, all you do is you move this little dial until the picture looks perfect, and then you never have to touch it again. Then you're done. You know, it's not like you have to do it all the time. And we have an animation that we'll show you right here. It's a Smart Boost power booster that boosts the amplification of your antenna for signal range from 0 miles all the way up to 80 miles, making your picture look awesome. And in fact, I was quoting you to Adam Freeman in the last airing I had. I know you don't have this exact antenna on your bow, but I was telling him what you told me, that you guys use an antenna sometimes, and you were very surprised by the quality of the picture, right? I think a lot of people
It shocked me because I haven't thought about antennas since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I'm like, and most of us don't think, that, you know what, did you find this, Aaron?
What?
That most of us don't know that it's all out there.
We don't even know it exists.
We
That's
have
the
no
whole thing.
idea.
It's like we forgot.
It's like and we thought with the new technology, you think, well, of course it's not out there anymore. We're all watching it through paid sources or however, right? Streaming or however we're doing it, which are all fine. But it's always been out there, and they have to. They're required by law to do it. It's not something that the TV, the big networks like ABC, they have to do it. We all have to do it.
They have to broadcast.
They have to broadcast, and it has to be free. And now you need the technology to bring it in. And here's what surprised me. So we have a big old boat. We go down, we spend the night on there every now and then. We were streaming, but we really wanted to watch local channels. We like to see our local news.
Sure.
And that's a problem with streaming, by the way. You don't get local specific channels.
Sports.
So we got an antenna, and by the way, not even close to the quality of this, not even close. But what we loved about it, and what I was very surprised about, is the quality of the picture beat the streaming, and we even used an antenna at home for a while. It beat our home system.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. Now, why is
there's
that?
So there's a very, it's a very easy reason. The broadcast that comes into your house is uncompressed. So it is the full picture information. In fact, I haven't said this out loud, so I just want to make sure I do. This is 4K ready. This will, if 4K broadcast is in your area, this will get 4K. You can 1080p, 720p, high definition, the highest definition your TV can play back. So what's broadcast into your home is an uncompressed signal. When cable networks bring the local channels into your house, they have to compress the signal to get it into the cable and bring it to your house. So they actually bring less picture information to your television. That's why people are so surprised when they use an antenna, which is free to watch everything you watch. Again, here we get about 66 channels. At my house, I get about 55, 56 channels. So, you know, you can expect to get dozens and dozens of channels.
And this is real time.
And this is real time. Well,
Right.
you can see, I mean, here's the electronic connection right now that we're watching. This is us live. I mean, I haven't made that full screen because I'm showing you guys the guide, but the whole point being really high quality. The channels like ABC, NBC, CBS, all high def. Channels like Fox, like Univision, like the CW, like Ion. I mean, the channels that have most of the shows that all of us are watching all the time.
Now, we have literally hundreds of you are jumping in, and I get it. It's a good time to do it because at midnight, the deal's done. It's gonna go up to almost $120. No flex, the free shipping goes away, the whole thing. If you're on the line or if you wanna come through, say hi to us. I wanna know how much money you're gonna save every month.
Yeah.
Because I was impressed by the numbers last sharing. I was like, wow, that's a lot of money, and we all know that. If you're chucking out that bill or you're paying it every single month, it really does add up. Imagine if you bought this tonight, use our flex pay. So right now, and it's only for this hour, it's $16 to try it out. You have 30 days to test it. If you're not thrilled, send it back. But imagine after you pay for this, which is in 5 months, that's how you pay it off if you use flex, you're not paying a TV bill ever again. How amazing would that be? And if you move, you change your mind, you want to move the TV to another room. Maybe you've got cable in some rooms, but you have a guest room and you've got company coming and you want to have them have access to television. It's an antenna. And you'll be, I'm telling you, you'll just go, I can't believe how great it looks. That was our biggest surprise about using an antenna. But most people don't even realize it's out there, and it is. And it's more relevant today than ever before. All right, if you want the black, we're down to the final 700. That's it. It's gonna be gone, and this will sell out before midnight. What I'll have left is, yeah, they're probably all gonna be gone, because we've been doing about 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 per airing.
Yeah, so we did about 4,500 in the last airing.
Yeah, so very much so we could lose everything I have in just this hour. But it's, again, I think it's so interesting, and you need that better antenna. We had this flat panel thing, and it was just annoying and doesn't really work very well.
And it didn't look, I mean, who wants to put that in their house?
It's ugly.
It really is ugly. I think,
and the range stinks.
The first time I saw a bar antenna like this, it was from ANTOP. ANTOP, by the way, I don't know if we've said this, they're the #1 manufacturer of antennas in the country. So they make a lot of it for other names that you know, other more expensive names that you know. They make those antennas. They're the same antennas. Anyway, ANTOP is the #1 manufacturer. When my buddy Robert, who I work with at ANTOP, sent me the first kind of prototype of this, I said, our customers are gonna go crazy, because I went crazy. I was not gonna hang one of those big flat antennas in my house. I'm too much of a neat freak. I'm just too much of a perfectionist to do it. I am so happy to have mine, as I said, I don't have mine set up horizontally. And can you guys even see this?
Can you see it down here?
Like we need
Actually, the
to
graphic
point the camera down, because
there you go.
Thank you guys. So it looks fabulous.
It looks like it's part of the TV.
It literally looks like it's part of the TV. Now, I have mine set up vertically for no reason whatsoever other than I just like, aesthetically I like it. The one is no better than the other. The other thing, some people want to mount it. You can mount this. We include the screws to mount it. There are mounting brackets on the back. We also include, this is the stand, just so you know. It pops right out of this, so I wanna make sure I'm showing you guys this. It pops right out of this stand, and then you can turn it around, and the stand works for you to set it up horizontally as well. So this is the stand that's included with it, and there are mounting brackets on the back as well.
Okay, now let's talk about installation. Because I know you guys are asking, you're like, well, that's all fine and dandy. It sounds really good, but is it tough to put together and
let me show you. Give me just 1 minute. I'm gonna grab this table up.
We're gonna grab the installation table.
I'll be back in a second,
We'll be right back. And I want you to see what we're seeing. You will see a real menu. It's not gonna be like, remember, this is really dating all of us who remember. If you're really young, get this because you want local TV, or you want to save a ton of money. Maybe if you're the rabbit ear generation, this is what it looks like now. It's no guessing. You're not clicking through channels to figure out what you're going to see. You literally can see the menu of what is available in your area that is floating over your house every single day. Hundreds and thousands of variety shows, network stations, you know, you have it, and it's all free after you get this tonight. And I'll tell you, just to save that monthly bill, that pays for a lot of groceries when you're not spending money on a TV bill.
Well, I mean, $200 a month is what one caller told us earlier today. Yeah. You know, that was a lot. Another person said 100 or 150. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a couple of weeks, right, of groceries. Absolutely. Sometimes. So I think it's exciting to have it available to you, featuring the exclusive Smart Boost technology, so you get the absolute best picture possible, even if you live really far away, or even if you live, whether you're in the middle of the city or whether you're 80 miles away. Not many people live that far away. There are, a lot of broadcast towers, obviously, around. I want to show you installation. It's going to take me about 15 seconds because it's really, really easy. I don't even like calling it installation. It's really just popping cords together. Like if you can screw a water hose onto a spigot, it's the exact same thing. You're just taking a cable. Come on, I'll show you. So here's the antenna itself, right? The antenna itself you just screw it into the Smart Boost. So that's done already. And then you take the Smart Boost, and this has a 15-foot cable, by the way, so you can put it, you know, wherever you want. It says TV. You see right there where it says TV? I'm gonna take the other coaxial cable, which is also included. This is a shorter cable. It's just a 5-foot cable because this will be close to your television. And all I'm doing now is just screwing it in, and I'm done. The very last thing you would do, I don't have it out here, but you would plug this into the wall. It comes with a power cord. You would plug this into the wall. That's all there is to it.
Well, and then you plug it in the back of the TV.
Well, this, yeah, I'm sorry, it is plugged into the back of the TV already. So yeah, so this cord goes from here to here, and that's all. And there's another point that I think is really important to make, because I understand, some people even look at that and they go, oh, 2 cords. Wait a minute, back up, Jack. This comes with unlimited support from ANTOP. And we're gonna put a phone number up over here. I'll tell you it. I know it's 844-FREE-TV-0. There's a phone number and there's a support email that you can email them or go to their website. If you have any questions whatsoever, these are people that help people like me and like you, people that have never set up an antenna before. They help people do this all day long, so they know every trick. They'll tell you, put it a little higher, or put it a little closer to the window, or turn a little bit to the left or to the right, or if you don't know how to get your menu up, you know, little things like that. Do not hesitate for a moment to call them. They are excellent. So if you get this home and for whatever reason your picture's not perfect, there's probably just some little bitty thing that you're not doing right, just call them and they'll tell you how to do it right. I mean, I'm telling you, they have been such a great help to customers in the past, so I really, really recommend that. And it's free. That's included as well. That lifetime service is included.
And by the way, exclusive. I love it when you guys watch and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go out to my electronics store and I bet it's gonna be out there for this price.
Exist.
Nope, it's not available anywhere else. So if you wanna pick it up, this is the place you can get it. Now, if you decide to get it tomorrow, that's fine. You can buy it tomorrow if I have any left. I don't think I will, but if I do, that's fine. But unfortunately, it'll be $119. And also tonight, in this hour exclusively, we've got the 5 Flex Pay, which means any major credit card, you pay it off in 5 months, that's easy. And we have free shipping. And again, it's not I keep saying my reference is a box of earrings. That's a pretty little box to ship to you. It's a bigger box, but really anybody can do this. And I love that customer support. They're known for really making sure that you have the best experience you can possibly have. And boy, I'll tell you what, the minute you're not paying that TV bill next month, how awesome will that moment be? And then when you see the picture, it'll shock you, it really does. You will be so, I think, beyond impressed of the quality of the picture. It's a beautiful experience. And so this is the way to do it. Also, we talk about this a lot. If you've got an extra room, a back room, somewhere, maybe it's your crafting area, maybe it's your workout room, maybe it's gonna be the den, it could be the basement.
Laundry
if you've
room.
got a TV, laundry room, if you've got a TV and electricity, you now have free television to watch.
That's right.
It's just amazing. So you don't have to do a big complicated setup. You don't have to order anything else. You just get this at home, set it up, boom, you're good. All right, I have to do a quick update.
Yes, ma'am.
In the black, I have 300. This is your last chance. I'm gonna fold it forward so you can see it. Isn't that pretty? There's the black. Final 300, that's gonna be gone probably in about 2 minutes. And then what'll be remaining is the titanium. I think that's my pick is titanium.
I love that. I really think it's the sleekest.
Fabulous.
I agree. I
it
think
almost kind of disappears.
I was just gonna say the thing about the titanium color as opposed to, the black is beautiful. I know a lot of people have a black television and that, so it kind of goes with it, I get it. But the thing about the titanium, I was just gonna say, is it blends in. You know, if you have kind of a, look, I'll just set it here. If you have kind of a neutral room especially, it just blends in.
You can put it behind the TV.
You totally, that's the other thing.
You don't have to have it out in the open at all.
Can I just make a point? Thank you for saying that, because I should have been saying it more throughout the day. It doesn't have to be up here, you know, on the desk. It can also be on the floor. In fact, I want to show you something. I'm just gonna move back this way, guys, for a minute. Like, we have a window over here. It's good to have it near a window. So you may, in this situation, you may very well tuck it here. You may very well even tuck it behind the drape, so it's gone.
Because you have a 15-foot cord
That's
reach.
exactly right. So then you would just run your cable, you know, behind your desk here, or behind the dresser here, and into the television. You have a 15-foot cable with which to do that.
Because this black's gonna be gone. And then you're gonna be like, oh no, I wanted to see more of the presentation. Yeah, you can put it literally over that way. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be near or in close to the TV or in front of the TV to work because it's an antenna. All right, more things that I want you to feature. Again, we love the word free, free, free.
Yes,
so
ma'am, free TV.
Everything you're gonna roll through. And in our case, we get about, you said 66
We get about 66 channels here, yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel's coming up 11:30. There you go. That's a live show.
Yeah, that's a live show. And these are the kind of things that we really watch, right? So let's see, like at 11:30, what's coming on? Third Rock from the Sun, and then that 70s show. Family Guy. You want to watch Family Guy, a show called The End of Violence. Friends. These are all things that you can watch for free. There's some Spanish shows. It's the Steve Harvey Show, and then Good Times is going to be up later. Earlier, Sanford & Sons was on. I asked Adam if he knew what Sanford & Sons was, because Adam is an English host. He's from the UK, and he told me that it's actually based originally on a UK show. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. He said the name of it. I don't remember what it is now. Scandal, of course, you know, one of the most popular shows on television. The Zoo, Stargate, Basic Instinct 2, and Basic Instinct, how much does it cost? Oh yeah, it's free to watch. Private Eyes, oh yeah, it's free to watch. Oh yeah, The Zoo, that's free to watch. New Beauty, New You.
Oh wait, I got to give an update. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
The black is now sold out. Okay.
Wow.
I'm actually just going to move it out of the way because I don't want to tease you guys with it. So what we have left now is the titanium. The titanium is like a light silver. Just to give you an idea.
Let's do this. Let's grab. I'm just going to break the beauty apart here. Yeah, and we'll just set it because we're mostly standing over here, so you can see what it looks like. In either way, whether you're going like this or whether you're going like this, it really disappears. Like you said, you know, that color just kind of blends in so well. I want to show you guys, Suzanne mentioned earlier, we were talking about shipping. So this is the box that it comes in, and the box is great at actually highlighting all of the features. So I'm just going to kind of run through them right quickly. The adjustable over-the-air signal power booster, that's brand new. We've never had that before. That's that dial, so you can dial in how much amplified power you need. All that means is you're going to have the absolute best picture humanly possible, and you're going to have it for free on all of the channels that you get. Let's see. It connects to 2 TVs, which is something we've barely mentioned. This antenna, it doesn't just split. It's not like just a cable splitter. It's actually designed and built with components inside it to fully power 2 items. So you could have 2 televisions hooked up to this, watching different channels simultaneously at the same time. Now, not just 2 televisions, you also could hook up an FM radio, an over-the-air projector, an over-the-air streamer. There's lots of different things that you could hook up. So there's 2 full ports there.
That's great.
Let's see here. Built-in, these are just things I was mentioning. Provides OTA signals to streaming devices, to an FM antenna. There's the built-in amplifier, and then I haven't yet talked about the 4G LTE filter, and I'd love to, because that's technology that you don't see on a lot of antennas. There are a lot of other waves that go through our house that aren't not just television waves. So what they call the very high frequency and the ultra high frequency VHF and UHF waves. Those are the TV waves that are coming into our house. But there's a lot of other waves that come into our house, like cell phone, right? This is able to, unlike, again, some other antennas, this is able to filter those other waves out. So you get no cell phone interference, you get no Wi-Fi interference. Again, what it all comes down to, Suzanne, is free TV, but free TV with the clearest picture possible through an over-the-air device.
That, I promise you, will blow your mind. You'd just be like, this is the greatest thing ever. I don't have a TV bill anymore. All right, we are going to go to the phones. Hi.
Oh, good.
You are on HSN with Aaron and Suzanne. What's your name and where are you from?
I'm named Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
And I'm from Missouri.
Well, it's a show me state.
That's right. That's right.
Why did you decide to pick up our Today Special?
Well, I was intrigued by it. I thought it offered a lot, and I had some questions because I've made a breadboard unit of an antenna that does a similar job 2 years ago. And it worked so good that I ended up buying one.
That's awesome.
from a local station. And when this one came along, I realized that it worked on a different principle. So I was interested in amplification because the one I built gets an advantage if you put it up on a roof or if you put it up in an attic. And this antenna that you have was definitely designed for inside, and it was also looked like it was not meant to be put up in an attic because of the convenience of doing your adjustments.
Right.
Also, the boosting, if you're working 2 TVs on 2 different towers, and one's close and one's far away, don't you have a problem boosting one too much if you're using the one knob on 2 different channel.
If you plugged in 2 TVs.
Well, you're still going to be the same distance from the broadcast tower, right? Those
So it's
two
not
TVs are
affected.
going to be in the same house, right? So no,
no, it doesn't. It
wouldn't be a
doesn't
problem.
weaken the signal,
Right.
because you might have 2 TVs plugged in. But thank you, Jared. Yeah, thank you. And I love it. He built his own.
Yeah,
but
wow.
But you know what's interesting? He saw how much of an upgrade this one was.
how much easier it is because this doesn't have to be in your
And
attic.
80
It doesn't
miles.
have to be outside. It
Right,
has
you
an
don't-
80-mile
you don't have
range.
to put it
It's
on the
all
roof.
digital.
You don't have to put it on the roof.
That's right.
Doesn't have to be in the attic. And I love the fact that you can boost the signal. So if you said maybe you've tried an antenna, because you do realize they're all floating around out there, and you've tried one, but you have a little skimpy one, or it was one that looks like a piece of paper. That's what we tried. And you're like, dang, it's not very good. That boost is really what elevates this to that whole next level. I mean, it's an 80-mile boost. Can you imagine the signals 80 miles surrounding you? That could be a lot of opportunities for a lot of different TV stations to be able to watch. And I love the fact that it's free. I should have asked him how much his bill was every month.
That's
but
right.
you know, if you can imagine what you can do with the money that you're not spending paying for your television every month. Imagine the savings. It's uncomplicated. It's easy as all get out. This is such a simple installation. It's not hard whatsoever. And then you go, okay, I'm going to use $100, $200, $300, and guess what I'm going to do? I might be able to afford a new car. Maybe I can pay to help someone out. Maybe I can get a few more groceries every month, because we all want television. It's really a part of our life. We feel connected because of it, but who wants to pay a fortune for it? You don't have to anymore, but you'll get a signal that I promise you will blow you away. That was the biggest surprise for me. And again, we didn't have anything close to this quality, not close.
How good the signal was, how good the picture ended up being. That's what blew you away.
Was shocking. Even my husband said, and my husband's really tech nerdy, you know, and he said, oh my gosh, the picture is so much better. And we have a big, pretty TV. We paid a lot of money every month to be able to watch it.
It's not like you're watching it on a 22-inch television. You're watching on a big, because
TV.
obviously the bigger the TV, the more high quality the picture needs to be in order for it to be beautiful.
And it was brilliant. It was saturated. It was a cleaner look.
Yeah.
It was like everything was sharper and better.
Uncompressed.
Yeah, I'm such a nerd on this one too. It's like, I really get antennas. All right, we're gonna head back to the phones this time. It is Rick in California. You're on with Aaron and Suzanne. Thanks for being a part of our night, Rick.
Thank you.
Hey, Rick.
How you guys doing?
Welcome, welcome. Hey, I got a quick question. Are you converting to antenna tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a satellite dish that works really well, but they just keep raising the rate. And
Great point.
we're spending way too much for television entertainment every month, and it's annoying that there is no other option. I did try one of those flat antenna thingies that you mentioned.
Yeah, like the
and
piece
I
of
actually, because I only have a one-story house, I actually put it on my neighbor's tree and to get more height out of it.
Right.
And no, didn't work.
Yeah.
Most for some reason, the 3 major channels, their antenna, their signal antenna, is actually in Mexico.
Oh, interesting.
Because the land is cheaper and they can go taller than the height restrictions that they have in California.
So you're in Southern California.
Yes.
Okay.
But the other thing is the local stations in LA have a repeater in Southern Orange County. So I got their station better than I got my local station.
Interesting.
So I'm hoping with this thing, I'll even be able to get LA stations and not just, because we have no LA station at all.
You
So I'm
can't
hoping
really
it'll
save
pick
it.
that up too.
Hey, Rick, can I ask you a question? How much money are you going to save every month by ordering this?
Probably in the $200 range.
Whew, now that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not. I mean, the quality is average at best. There's a lot of pixelization. There's a lot of freezing, and they're like, well, that's just part of the service. I'm like, well, that's bad service.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
right.
weather really affects dish as well, and it affects cable too.
No, question for you though.
Sure.
I know it's not supposed to go outside, but can it go outside?
It's not designed to go outside. I mean, could you put it outside for a brief?
We have very mild winters.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yeah, I mean, I would not this one is not designed to go outside. It's designed to be inside. It's not weatherproofed. So in all fairness, this one is designed for inside.
Right, and it works so brilliantly, you don't have to put it outside.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to. That's the other thing.
You shouldn't have to do it. Yeah, you
put it
have
close
to,
to a window, and I don't think you're going to have any problem. I'll say to Rick, and I'll just remind everyone, I know we're just about out of time. As you're setting it up, maybe you would have had a question like that, a question of, can I put it outside, or do I need to put it near a window? Does it need to be high, whatever? Remember that this comes with support, and and I cannot encourage you enough. If you have any question at all, if you need any help at all, it's 844-FREE-TV-0 is the phone number. You don't have to write that down or anything. It's gonna come in your package. And there's also an email address that you can just shoot off an email if you have any questions. Use their service. When you get it at your house, if the picture isn't perfect, if you're not getting the menu, if there's any issue at all, the very first thing to do is call them and ask, because I guarantee you in 90+% of the situations, they're gonna be able to give you a fix just like that.
Okay, about 45 seconds. I wanna show you too, there's a 15-foot cord. So if you're getting, the titanium's all I have left, and that's almost gone. You can put it over by the window. You can put it away. It doesn't have to be in front of the TV. So if you're like, I really wanted the black, but I don't know about the titanium, basically hide it. It doesn't matter. You just set it aside because it can go down beside it if you don't want to put it right in front. All right, other things to note. Remember the price, the 5 flex, and the free shipping. It all ends at midnight tonight. We have a half an hour. It's last of our quantities. It's been very popular tonight. We have sold in just this hour alone, what are we, about 3,000 right now? Probably about 3,000 sold. Yeah, we have sold 3,000 in just a few minutes tonight. And why? I mean, now it is kind of time important because at midnight, and we're on the East Coast, the whole deal ends. It's gonna go to the full price, you'll lose the flex, you'll use the free shipping. So, you know, if you really wanna get our best deal, and by the way, it's the best deal of the whole year. And think about this, with 30 days to try it out, you will know within the first couple of days. If you have a problem, call that number. Make sure you're doing it right, but you'll know if you're gonna love it, and if you don't, you can return it. But imagine, if it works as well as we're saying it's gonna work, and we think it will, think of the money you're gonna save. Rick is saving $200 a month on his scratchy satellite TV he has right now.
Yeah, there's that.
So if you really, or if you want a TV in a room, maybe you got cable all over, you love your cable, which we do. You want to put TV in a room for guests or for friends or for you, just stick an antenna on a TV, plug it in, you got television.
You don't have to have an extra set-top box that way.
That's exactly right, and that saves even more money at that point. All right, we got to wrap it up. Aaron, thanks for a great
Thanks
day.
for having me. What a pleasure.
And remember, you got a half hour to go on this, and then it's all done. It's all done. All right, I got 2 things I want to show you because we have them in stock. I think when